bald fraud!
This is what I'm talking about. Tell him like it is. Tell him like it is. Man, this WrestleMania season is exciting. Put it in my veins, boy. This material is worth jacking up. And we're getting CM Punk vs Seth Rollins in a steel cage match next week on Raw. Oh, and a new WWE Women's World Heavyweight Champion. Well, I don't think you can call a Women's Championship heavyweight. New WWE World Women's Just Fine Weight Champion. And I'm just so lost. Like, I'm excited about it. That was a great moment. When it comes to WrestleMania and Bianca Belair, I have no idea what's gonna happen. And you know what? I love that. Another banger Netflix Raw episode, everybody. This show is still going strong. And with the absence of John Cena, I was like, this is gonna be a nothing burger. I wanna hear why, John? Why? Hustle, loyalty, respect my ass. We supported you for so many years, John. I bought your prayer candle. But even though we didn't get John Cena, CM Punk said, hold my muffins. Love it. Let's talk about Raw. So the show kicks off with the best in the world, CM Punk. And he decided to just cut a generational promo. He stands on the commentary table and declares this is his State of Union address. Jokes about getting Raw cancelled from Netflix. Unfortunately, no F-bombs though. He addressed his enemy, starting with The Rock, calling him a bald fraud, and he mocked his goosebumps. He accuses The Rock of using his board of directions position to avoid criticism. He says, you're a middle-aged crazy man, and I think he called him Mr. Midlife Crisis. And the way he said it like a mark on Twitter, you bald fraud! And then he calls out John Cena, and this was so interesting, man. He accuses Cena of stealing something from him at Elimination Chamber, says Cena gave up on himself and the fans. He exposed himself as a fake. He says Cena will make a wish that he never crossed him. This was so good. He said something along the lines of, you fed these people bullshit for 20 years. CM Punk is the GOAT on the microphone. I don't care what anybody says. We need more people on the roster like CM Punk. He's not even playing a character. He's being himself, and I think the closest thing to him is Kevin Owens. Who was it? Kevin Nash who said that Seth Rollins is great, but he needs to stop doing the weird shit, you know, all the outfits and not being himself. I don't necessarily agree 100%, but like on the other hand, everybody needs a little bit of CM Punk inside of them. It's not what I meant. He then talks about Seth Rollins, his main focus. You're going to get my undivided attention. He tells Becky Lynch to come get her man before he puts Rollins in a wheelchair. We got Seth Rollins and one of the biggest brawls I've seen in the past decade, I guess. Like, this is the closest thing we got to Brock Lesnar versus John Cena in 2012. What a long-ass brawl. Kicking the crap out of security. It took like 50 men to separate them. And then we jump backstage later on the show and they're still fighting, which leads to Adam Pearce announcing a match. You know what? I'm gonna give it to you. Steel cage match between CM Punk and Seth Rollins next week. Get it done. Adam Pearce just doesn't give a crap anymore. He just wants this crap to end. He doesn't care about injuries. He doesn't care about any of that BS. Just get off my dick, bruv. People, this is what I call a draw. Like, now every time we're seeing CM Punk on television, we don't know what to expect. We can't wait to see him on that mic, hear him on that microphone. And it's weird because we already seen this match and it's still so exciting. Obviously, with the announcement of the steel cage match, we're not gonna get this match at WrestleMania. I think Roman Reigns is making his return and eventually we're going to get a triple threat match. That is Roman's match at WrestleMania. I'm seeing a lot of jokes that Roman Reigns is not even gonna be on WrestleMania. That is a lot of bullshit, man. Don't believe that crap. He is gonna be at WrestleMania. It's gonna be a triple threat match. And if it's not, then I'm wrong. We knew John Cena is not gonna be on the show. This is the closest thing we could get to John Cena being addressed on television. It seems like the WWE is so different right now after John Cena's heel turn. And I keep wondering, what if he's not retiring? What if all along this was just bullshit? You know, I would be even more excited about this heel turn if we knew that John Cena is actually staying in the WWE. It's kind of unfortunate that we know, well, it's not gonna last long. That is really sad. Finn Balor is frustrated over Dominic and Carlito being embarrassed by Braun Breaker. Dominic again hints, we need a new member. Balor doesn't like the idea. And he says, I'm gonna handle Braun Breaker himself. Which, obviously, you can't. It's Braun Breaker. He's gonna break ya. The fact that the new member is mentioned every single week is gonna lead to something big. And again, my prediction is Aleister Black. I've already seen rumors that it's basically, almost guaranteed he's gonna end up being in the WWE. Not being in the WWE. Who knows, but what the fuck? It's almost guaranteed he's gonna end up being in the WWE, people. We see Gunther confronting Otis before the match. He calls him a freak and people pleaser like Jey Uso. So we got the match, which was actually pretty entertaining. I love the fact that Gunther is just basically choosing easy opponents. Pretty entertaining stuff right here. Obviously, Gunther picks up the W after the match, beats up both Otis and Akira Tozawa. But then we got Jey Uso with the save, who got attacked by Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. They got their asses kicked, but then Gunther comes back and attacks Jey Uso again, making him pass out. Obviously, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller being involved is just because of what happened last week. Grayson got attacked by Jey Uso, super kicked, because he didn't like the yeeting. What I do find a little unfortunate, though, is that I don't see anything happening between Grayson Waller and Austin Theory at WrestleMania. Hopefully that's gonna change. I actually like these two. AJ Styles is shocked that John Cena sold out. Karrion Kross tries to manipulate Styles about Logan Paul. Styles dismisses Kross and vows to call out Logan next week at Madison Square Garden. Oh yes, by the way, the steel cage match is happening at Madison Square Garden, which is kinda weird. I would expect that match to happen inside an arena, but it's gonna be the first time we're actually going to see a match in the garden on grass. Backyard wrestling. God, that was a terrible joke. Styles warns Kross that he knows his evil ways. Karrion is just trying to rizz up everybody at this point. I have no idea where this is going to lead. What I feel like we did find out at this point is that AJ Styles is facing Logan Paul at WrestleMania. I love the idea. Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Pretty decent. Again, as long as these championships are getting defended, I don't see a problem with, having these styles in the WWE. I feel like they're doing a decent job. And of course, Lara Valkyria retained the title, which was expected. Ludwig comes out of the ring, he brags about his triple threat win, claims he deserves a spotlight and is a future WWE World Champion, warns Penta that he will make him fear. We see Penta, we got a brawl, and Penta stands tall. It's a pretty fine rivalry, nothing too special, but I feel like it actually benefits both of these guys. I mean, Penta needs the spotlight, he needs those W's, but Ludwig being in a rivalry with someone that people are really interested in right now is benefiting him too, and the fact that he won last week is a big deal. People, I don't know if Aleister Black will end up peeing, but I have to. Chad Gable finds some old ass man, gets a box. I guess in order to beat luchadors, you need to become one. Not a mask. Please tell me it's not a mask. Please tell me these are just some Rey Mysterio collective cards. I don't care. Chad Gable, what? We don't need that shit. World Tag Team Championship match was an absolute banger. A match that got deserved. This is awesome chants. Absolutely loved this one. Now, the result was kind of obvious in my opinion. Of course, the Viking Raiders retained the WWE World Tag Team Championships, but the match was an absolute banger. Finn Balor taunts Braun Breaker, claiming the Judgment Day allows him to keep that title. Breaker fires back, saying he's a dog and embarrassed Judgment Day last week. Balor warns that when they fight, Breaker will be put down. So Breaker storms towards the ring. They kinda outsmarted Braun Breaker, but not for long. He realized there's Carlito, so he got a spear. The Intercontinental Championship scene is also pretty unpredictable. Like, what is he going to do at WrestleMania? We thought AJ Styles. Now it seems like it's going to be Finn Balor, which is... it's fine, but I hope it's going to lead to a ladder match, That was fun. WrestleMania 31, I believe, when we got a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. A lot of people not only get to be on the show, but it's also a great match, not just some shitty-ass battle royal. I'm also fine with a triple threat match, fatal 4-way, but Finn Balor versus Braun Breaker doesn't really excite me that much on its own. Finally, we got the Women's World Heavyweight Championship match. Bianca Belair was watching it. Another banger. Like I've said, every single week we're getting a main event of Raw that actually matters, is an absolute banger. I absolutely love Monday Night Raw lately, and there's such a big difference between this show and SmackDown. It's absolutely unbelievable how this is the same company, right? I'm watching this match, and it's like obvious, right? I'm watching a very predictable match. I'm just interested in the action. I'm interested how this is gonna play out and what Bianca is going to do. We got a heated moment between Bianca and Rhea, and Iyo Sky won the World Championship. She is the Women's World Just Fine Weight Champion. I don't see Iyo Sky versus Bianca at WrestleMania, so the most logical scenario, especially with the fact that they actually teased it, like even during this match, Bianca and Rhea had some problems with each other. This basically tells me it's going to be a triple threat match. I don't mind that. Now it's just a question of how Rhea is going to get into that match. Maybe, Iyo Sky is going to repay the favor. You gave me this match, I'm giving you the opportunity. What I hope from Bianca in general is that maybe now, maybe later, it's going to be revealed that she told Naomi to actually attack Jade Cargill. I really want to see Bianca as a heel. And that's the thing with the WWE people, you never know. There are so many twists and turns, like what's gonna happen with Cena, The Rock, who's the next member, are we getting any... Is he winning the championship? Who are his opponents? This is the best time to be a wrestling fan. But Iyo Sky winning the championship definitely caught me off guard. Please let me know in the comments below, what do you think is gonna happen with Iyo Sky, WrestleMania, Bianca, Rhea? Are we getting a triple threat match, or Rhea is moving to different things? Thank you so much for watching this video, The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.